All right, all right, all right. We interrupt the regular openings with an exciting PSA return. We've got some Cryptid Nation cards that I opened on this channel coming back. We also have some Nightfall cards that I opened before I committed to opening everything on my YouTube channel, which is my current commitment. But I opened 2 Nightfall boxes first. So we got some cards coming back, a lot of them, 20 cards. One of them's already sold. Let's see what we got. PSA 10. Looks like we're starting with Cryptid Nation. Bunny Man. I saw that there was none of these graded, and I thought, why not? It's a freaking bunny outfit. It's hilarious. I love it. 10. All right, yeah, let's make a pile. Let's make a little 10 pile. Is that the 10 pile? Yeah. That'll be 10 Cryptid Nation. Second card. Guardian Angel from Nightfall. This looks like a perfect 10, but on closer inspection, I don't know if you'll be able to see it here. Let's see. There it is. There it is. There's a little crease. You see that? In the red section along the bottom. There was another card that was pushed into this one, and it made a little indent. You can kind of see it at this angle right here. So anyway, I missed that when I sent this one in. This card is not super valuable raw or graded, but this is my favorite Nightfall card. The 6 is definitely a wah. Definitely gonna try to pick it up from there. Alright, back to Cryptid Nation. We got Power Up Red with the Mothman in there. Any Mothman collector will probably be grabbing this guy. First edition. 2 10s for Cryptid. And oh, just missed it. Another Cryptid Nation card, but not a 10. We got Quetzalcoatlus. People don't love this card. I medium like it. I think it's kind of cool. I mean, you got like, I think I zoomed in on it before. I mean, look at that. I think it's the color palette that maybe doesn't make it pop out. It kind of blends the blue and the yellow. But like, look at that Galaxy Powerball he's got. That's cool. All right, so got a 9 on this one. I mean, the difference between a 9 and a 10 is like, it's really hard to say. Like, it could be that little roll on the corner. It could be a little white on the red there. I mean, there's nothing glaring on this one. I just made sure that it was centered good enough to get a 10 and sent it in. So, I mean, there's a small chance this centering could be off enough, but hey, what's that? Oh, that's just on the plastic. I'm like, what is that? Yeah, that centering, it's a little off on the back, but I think the front looks better. It's still a little off, but it looks like it's within a 10. It looks like a weak 10 to me, strong 9, but we hit the 9. All right, next up. Woo! Tizzerhook, the Ice Dragon Beast. I think this card is so cool. I love the concept of an ice dragon in general. And it's the only beastie from Alaska that I know of. So cool. It looks like little scratches in there. That's the wind. The wind blowing. Tizzerhook. Tizzerhook, not hook. All right, we got a 10. All right. And some card that just, I think it's the rounded edges and the I guess lack of details compared to some other cards that makes this a little less exciting. Still plenty of people's favorite card though. And maybe gonna make an appearance in the future UFO set. I think actually that may be confirmed. But another 10, another PSA 10. Pop one, pop one, Pop 8, Pop 1. A lot of the first ever graded PSA cards you're seeing here. All right, and we got a 10 Chaos. Woo! Chaos Crystal. At the time of recording, it is not on any reserve list or anything, but people are saying this card is made to be a reserve list type of card. It is an artifact, and happy to get the 10. And missed the 10 on the second Chaos Crystal. Let's just take a look at the corners really quick. I think the centering is probably there for a 10. This corner looks a little rounded, a little weird, but maybe not. Oh, maybe it's a little high. Is the bottom a little fat? A little narrow right there? That could be the 9. Yeah. Oh, and it's a tilt. Look at this back. This is higher than this. The left side bottom is higher than the right side bottom, so we got a little tilt. Yeah, you know what? All things considered, I'm pretty happy with the 9 on that one. Not too bad. Oh, Reverse Chaos. Beautiful card. Dang, that's cool. Getting hit with the 8. Usually the 8 is just egregious centering, which this doesn't seem to have. The heck is that? What the? What is that? Is that white dots on the card? Hang on a second. Hang on a second. What in the world? What the heck? Alright, see, this is why you gotta... I feel like this is why I gotta make a video of the cards before I send it in. Ouch! That looks bad! That looks like PSA 5 stuff right there. Oh my gosh. There is zero chance. I gotta check my video recordings. There's zero chance that I send a card that looks like this. That's horrible. The back is... It looks like... I don't even know what that looks like. I don't know what would cause that damage. Alright, we gotta move on. We can't linger. Can't linger on the PSA 8. The fact that that gets an 8 though, I mean that looks lower than an 8 to me. That's like a damage. That's like, man, I give that a 5 or a 6. The heck, man. Oh, well, I do not have evidence that I did not submit it like that, but I don't think I did. Chupacabra, we're going into Nightfall. Wait, oh no, we're not. I forgot this guy was Cryptid Nation. OG. Where's he from? Southwestern U.S. Okay. Could also be from Mexico. Probably a centering thing. Looks a little narrow there. Beautiful card overall. And narrow on that top section. Alright, we're gonna get into Nightfall soon. Hey! Grim Reaper. Probably one of my favorite cards in Nightfall that I would not display in my house. Well, I display it in my man cave. I would not display it where it would upset women. Or just anyone that, or really anyone that would get upset with the Grim Reaper holding a child. I could see that being upsetting. Although this right here, if I have 2 PSA 10s from Nightfall just to commemorate the set, it's probably going to be this contrast right here. Like, that's some baller contrast. Who did the art on these? Both Poncho. Hell yeah, dude. That's cool. Too bad that's a 6er. It's fine. I mean, it's a beautiful card, I guess. and no one's gonna really buy it for much as a 6. So this is probably hanging on to that one for a while. All right, we should be in the Nightfall section. Oh, baited, tricked. We got one of my 2 full hollow Mothmen, PSA 10. How you doing? You, sir, paid for the whole Cryptid Nation box. Thank you very much. I think I'll take the master set for free. After I sell you, you'll go into the hands of a fine collector, I'm sure. Wait, was that a 9? Oh no, this is the 10 pile. Okay, this is the 10 pile. Hey, we got a repeat. Woo, woo, woo. All right, and this covers the second Cryptid Nation box. Thank you very much, Mr. Mothman. My current plans, subject to change, is to try to recover a lot of costs with these 10s and these 10s, and then come up with mostly full master set of Cryptid Nation without breaking the bank on this hobby. We will see how that goes. That'll leave me one ungraded reverse hollow Mothman for the master set. So I'll have this artwork. I just won't have this, you know, flawless, whatever it is, $1,400 card in there. It's okay. It's okay. It's just a hobby. Just a hobby. Hell's Gate. If Old Scratch had a front door, this would be it. I don't think you can have Old Scratch without having this card. Same color scheme. So fun. Fun card. Oh, look at that. That's like a little... Look, you see that? The kind of trident type shape there? Two horns on the sides of the gate. What does that say? What does that say? Yeah, I'm sure someone knows. I don't know. Nightfall! Hey! Lightning Split featuring the Adam Ackler, the only character of the set, casting Lightning Split. Alright, and we've got the Wendigo featured in this full hollow spell, Righteous Reckoning. Another 10. Hitting some 10s on the Nightfall. Jack Frost, hello and goodbye. Already sold. Sold this one for either $245 or $250. Population 1, only one graded. Someone has become the new proud owner of the first and currently only Jack Frost Gem Mint PSA 10 as of today. And we got the only character card in the set. Never pulled a Sam Sinclair out of Cryptid Nation. Always wanted a Sam Sinclair, but never could pull it off. So happy to have this guy. He does seem a little more common than Sam Sinclair. That's okay. I think I got the population 1 on this guy too. So Pop 1, Adam Ackler. Hey, all right. I was a little worried about this one. It seems like the reverse hollow quality around the edges was a little suspect. Like, I don't know what your opinion is there. I don't think that's whitening, but it's not solid red either, is it? It's not solid red on that corner. So this was a little bit of a test too. Same thing with there. I mean, you could see that. Kind of looks red if you get the right angle, but once you look it straight on, you got a little white mark, and I wanted to see what PSA would do with that. I could see him giving a 9 for it, so taking a little bit of a dice roll here, or a lot bit, depending on your opinion, and we hit it. The Wendigo reverse. Potentially harder to grade than the Wendigo full hollow. I believe that's a pop 1? Maybe? And this is the last card of the grading set. We've got Ingrid Cold, PSA 10. I don't know, pop 5 or 6. A lot of these are pop 1s, a lot of pop 5 or 6. I think Mothman is like pop 130, 180 or something, because he's actually worth the $150 grading fee. All these other ones are not. You just have, you know, crazy people looking for the pop 1s like me. And I hit a lot of them. I think, let's check. Let's see what we got. I mean, let me let me say really quick a disclaimer. I don't send all the cards. I don't send cards that I don't think will resell well. And on top of that, I don't send cards that won't be PSA 10s, in my opinion. So when I have this, if you saw my second Cryptid Nation box, you saw, oh, where'd you go? Oh, here you are. You saw that I got 2 of these, and I got 1 Reverse Hollow Mothman. Reverse Hollow Mothman, totally worth grading if you hit a 10. But in my opinion, that was a 9 that I had. And I also kind of had that plan to keep him in my master set, too. Just rolling with the punches. All right, but let's count the 10s. This is not, just disclaimer, this is not every card I pulled. I have a discerning eye, and I have graded, at this point, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of cards, multiple grading services. So I've got a little bit of an idea what is what. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so I got 8 out of 9 10s, and this one is a total 10, besides this little tiny crease that somehow I stinking missed. I remember opening, I don't know if it's this pack, but I opened a pack with other cards that had a crease in it, and I was like, that's weird. What would push down on the cards like that to crease them? Anyway, okay, so 8 out of 9 of the Nightfall that I thought would be 10s. And let's see about the Cryptid Nation. We got 110. Oh wait, this is, oh yeah, I made 2 piles. That gets a little easier. All right, that's probably the non-10 pile. So a little worse on Cryptid Nation. 1, 2, 3, 4, pop 1, 5, pop 1, 6, 7, pop 1. So 7 10s and 4 misses on the Cryptid Nation. I missed a few that I thought were slam dunks. This one I thought was a 10. This one was a toss-up, but I was hoping it was a 10. And then this one, God only knows what on earth happened to the back here. Holy cow. And another 9. So, like I was saying, kind of 2 anomalies on this. If I don't get a 10, I do expect to get a 9 on these after inspecting and knowing what to look for. The biggest, by the way, the biggest of which thing that you need to look for is just the centering. You know, you're going to get, maybe you get snuck up on with a dent in the card like Guardian Angel, but once you know the centering and you can kind of eyeball it, it's pretty good. My rule of thumb, and this is absolutely subjective but kind of reproducible, is look at the centering and really just think about it for like just 1 full second, not too long. Just look at it and think about it and say to yourself, does this centering offend me? Is it so bad that I am offended? And if the answer is yes, then you're looking at PSA 9 or PSA 8 centering. And if you're right on the border, this is super subjective, but if you're right on the border of being offended, like I was on this card, you're like, that's hugging that corner a little bit, but I'm not really offended, then you're like, well, that's going to be on the border. And that's what we got. We got a few cards. An Anomaly Reverse Chaos Crystal with smushed top edge, and then 3 9s. And then 7 10s. And that's it. That's it. That's the wild 20 card, $3,000 PSA submission. Already got 1 card sold. I got an offer on this guy. $225. It makes sense. I mean, it's a fine offer. Kind of wanted $245, but I don't know. Maybe I'll just get rid of him. Maybe I'll give the early offer guy a chance. A chance at Ingrid Cold for $225. That's not too bad. I think you're gonna look at these cards and it's gonna be weird because it just depends on how soon the PSA grading fee goes down. And it's like, once you don't have a $150 grading fee for this card, assuming the card stays, well, it's for Nightfall. So yeah, this card will probably stay around the $10 or $20 range. And if you don't have a $150 grading fee, then this card goes from like 200 to 250 as a PSA 10 all day. Maybe even a little bit more because that grading fee. Like maybe 350, I think would be the high end for this card as a 10, depending on how hard it is to grade as a 10, which Nightfall kind of seems like it might be a hard grade overall. Like under 60% PSA 10s for cards you think that have a shot. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, but I think this price will go down with the grading fee. So you're looking at like probably the 200 to the 350 range, just depending on the market, which is really volatile. And then you have a $150 grading fee. So if the grading fee goes down to $50 from 150, then you're probably looking at this card in the $150 to $250 range still at the very top end. So I think near-term downside, like within 1 year, you're probably looking at, if PSA drops to $50, you might be looking at the end of 2022, middle of 2023, getting this potentially for $150. I mean, that's a long wait when I'm about to let this go for $225 now. So I'll have it, and that'll be better profit margin too. Someone that grades this at $50 and sells for $150 will probably make, they will make more profit than me selling this at $225 today. So maybe that's just the cost of having it now. And you're also kind of banking on PSA being at $50, and that might not be till 6, 12, 18 months. And then how long are you gonna have to wait on these? I mean, do you want to save $75 on this? Are you okay waiting 2 years? I don't know. It probably just depends on how impatient you are and how much money you got. All right, well, we're gonna cap it off there. I know what the people want to see, okay? I'll give the people what they want to see. We'll close off with that, baby. Good return overall. Should pay for everything I've opened so far, and then give me my full master sets. Rock on. Thank you, and good night.